I'm sorry. Bonnie, let Bonnie do that. And I'm going to need a little bit of help, guys. This is, I think, the second time in 11 years I've done this. So we'll go through this and do the best we can, but we will not be Sean Keel. All right. Vivian, I'd like you to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance, please.
Put your hand over your heart, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Vivian. Okay, can you tell us about the teleconference, Bonnie?
Sure. Thank you, Secretary Oakham. This meeting is being held virtually and in person, so I will do a roll call of the trustees to confirm attendance. Mr. Razzo?
Present.
Mr. Harris?
Present.
Ms. Gray?
Yes, present.
Mr. Sanchez?
Present.
Mr. Oakham?
Present.
Mr. Rue?
Present.
Mr. Robbins?
Present.
Mr. Moore?
I'm here.
Mr. Green will be arriving shortly, and Chair Kehoe and Trustee Ginsburg will not be present today. Staff participating in the meeting include CEO Santos Kryman, Deputy CEO Louis Lugo, Assistant Executive Officers JJ Popowich and Laura Guglielmo, Deputy CIO Jude Perez, Chief Counsel Stephen Rice, Senior Staff Counsel Frank Boyd and Jean Kim, Staff Counsel Jessica Rivas, Legislative Affairs Officer Barry Liu. Staff and managers participating today include Kathy Delino, Chad Arande, Ted Granger, Cassandra Smith, Louis Gittins, Vincent Lim, Tamara Caldwell, Vicki Nilly, Carrie Wilson, Hernan Barrientos, Patty Silva, and Ricardo Salinas. LACERA's medical advisor, Dr. Glenn Arisman, will also be joining us today. Trustees, please use the raise your hand Zoom option to be placed in the queue. At this time, we ask all meeting participants to mute their mics until you are ready to speak. And now we may proceed with the agenda.
Thank you, Bonnie. I need any corrections in the minutes? If not, I need a motion to approve the minutes.
I'll approve.
Okay. Bonnie, you want to?
Ms. DeRozzo? Voting on the minutes.
Yes, approve.
Thank you. Mr. Robbins?
Aye.
Mr. Rue?
Yes.
Mr. Moore?
Yes.
Ms. Gray?
Yes.
Mr. Sanchez?
Yes.
Mr. Oakham?
Aye.
The motion passes unanimously by all trustees present.
How about me? I vote yes.
JP.
Mr. Robbins is the voting delegate.
Oh, never mind. I think since I made the motion that I should be voting, but you're right.
Can you repeat that? Could you repeat that request, please? Okay.
Trustee Harris, now you know how we feel in the executive
Yeah, I'm
office.
getting a little confused here, but now he's not here, but I am.
Constantly being corrected.
That's why he retired.
That's right. So did I.
Bonnie, do we have any public comment?
We do not have any public comment, and we don't have any AB 2449 requests today.
Okay, thank you. So let's go with our executive update. JJ?
Thank you very much, Trustee Oakham, and good morning, trustees. It's time for our All-Stars. Our staff members who we recognize who have gone above and beyond and helped deliver a great member experience or to help their fellow staff do the same. Please join me in congratulating those that are on the screen: Tanina Ward, Erica Alcazar, Arturo Guzman, and Laura Garcia. And there are no rideshare or web watchers this month. Thank you very much for everything you guys do.
Okay, thank you, JJ. Santos, you have a CEO report?
We have one more. We have the member spotlight.
Oh, we do have a member spotlight. I saw you
Certainly
did.
do.
Okay, I apologize.
That's okay. So this is the moment in the meeting when we recognize a member selected as our spotlight for this month. The Spotlight program is recognizing the hardworking members of the county and our members who. And now you see I've lost my whole spot. I do this whole thing every month and do it. Let me try that again. We recognize our members who serve the constituents of LA County, and it gives us an opportunity to appreciate what we do and why we do it. And so with that, this month's recognee is Georgia Langdon, who is a senior clerk senior clerk at the Department of Public Social Services out in Lancaster. She has 58 years and 1 month of service, which is one of the highest I've seen. So that's pretty impressive. She retired in February of this year. She is and she and her family are a family of county employees. Her parents were county employees. Her son is a deputy, or sergeant, excuse me, that works for LA County Sheriff's Department. So a long history of her family serving the constituents of Los Angeles County, and we recognize her and we'll recognize her family for doing that as well. So she plans to spend her time in retirement taking care of many charities that she participates in, the United Way, Shriners, St. Jude, and homeless programs. So she's going to be busy taking care and continuing to serve the constituents of Los Angeles. So thank you very much, Georgia Langdon, and we appreciate everything that you've done.
Now we can go to Santos for the CEO report.
Yes. Before we do the CEO report, JJ, can you just update us on the election, where we are?
Sure. Currently, we're in the nomination period. So this is the period of time where interested candidates file their petitions to be considered for election. So that is ongoing, and I'm going to have to pull it up here in the CEO's report to let you know when the end date is. I will say, as I pull that up, we have partnered with and continue to partner with the Board of Supervisors to make sure that we get the word out. And this year, we actually started getting the word out for the candidate period to let them know when they can file. And so that candidate period will go through June 21st. And the information how to do that is has been sent to all eligible folks through our communication to them, through the mail, and through the county's communication to them through their departments. The county has also trained, as they do every election, the election coordinators in each individual office that is there to answer questions. So next up will be there'll be an article in our newsletter, which is out, and then around July 2nd they'll do the election announcement for if there is a need to have an election, because if there's only one candidate for each position, there wouldn't be an election held for that. But if there is, they'll announce that and move that forward. And also in the memo, we put a copy of the communication that we sent out on their behalf.
Thank you. So trustees, good morning, everyone, and staff. Wanted to provide you a very quick CEO report. First off, we had our board offsite last week in Long Beach, and on behalf of the staff and the executive team, I just wanted to thank the trustees for an engaging 2 days. We learned a great deal. I think we have clear direction from the board trustees. Bonnie has asked me to make sure that I remind you all that to get your surveys in, that should be coming out, or they've already been out. And so if you can fill those out and provide additional feedback on the board offsite, we can use that for future events as well. Also wanted to brief you on our progress with our hiring. We have hired 2 IT professionals, one in the cybersecurity area and one as a IT architect and mainframe person. We're going to introduce them to you next month. They're in orientation right now, and so we thought it'd be best that they be oriented as opposed to meeting you all first. So so expect that. We're making progress on the investment side as well. I know that there's a couple of selections that Mr. Grable is in the process of making, and so we're looking forward to onboarding them as well. On the legal side, we've also just opened up a staff counsel position. Actually, a bulletin came out today on the benefits side, and so we're looking forward to filling that position as well. I did want to make sure that I recognize our new training class. We have 19 additional folks that started on Monday. That's in addition to the impressive graduating class that we had last month that we introduced you all to. We'll be sure to make sure that they come in and introduce themselves as well. We're looking forward to that. There's 10 individuals that are slated to go into the benefits division once their training is finished, 8 into member services, and we have 1 individual that will be joining the retiree healthcare team. And so I believe the retiree healthcare will be fully staffed at that point in time. So I won't read all the names off to you all, but I did want to introduce, let's see, I want to introduce Kathy and also Mike Herrera. We do have an internship program that we'll be discussing as part of our budget, our 2024-25 budget. And so I wanted Kathy to introduce her new interns that we're welcoming to, actually Monday they started, right?
Yeah, thank you,
On Monday.
Santos. Good morning, trustees. So the Systems Division has their very first internship program this summer, and we hired 3 interns. They started on Monday, and I'd like to turn the mic over to them and let them introduce themselves.
Hi, thank you trustees for having us. My name is Shreya Vachani. I'm going to be a 3rd-year computer engineering student at UC Irvine. I'm currently working in the project management office with my mentor, Tom DeLuca, and my manager, Kelso Templo, to develop a method for moving traditional reports to Power BI. Thank you.
Good morning, board. Thank you again for having me. My name is Jacob Damasco. I'm going to be an incoming 4th year at the University of Southern California, USC, fight on. I will be working with my manager, Ganesh Gopanapalli, and my mentor, Laura San, to work on automated testing throughout my internship.
Hello everyone, good morning. I'm Aditya Malila. I'm a graduate student. I'm doing my master's in computer science at University of Houston. Here I'm working as an intern. My mentor is Ganesh Kumar Gopanapalli. I'm working on automation testing. Thanks for giving me an opportunity.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm not sure how the fight on person got through the, but he got through, so. Mr. Herrera?
Good morning, trustees. I'm Michael Herrera, Senior Counsel in the Legal Office. I'm honored to introduce the Legal Office intern for this year, Rita Navazarian. She started May 20th, so she's been on board for a little bit, and this is an opportunity to meet your board and staff, and I'd like to introduce her and let her introduce herself to you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Rita Navasardian, and I am going to be a 2nd year at Chapman University, and I am an intern for the legal office, and I'm very excited for my summer here, and I've already learned so much, and I can't imagine how much knowledge I'm going to have acquired by the end of summer. So thank you for having me.
Thank you. Thank you very much, and welcome to the new interns. I wanted to also make sure that you're aware that we're trying to onboard 11 additional interns. So we're in the process of getting them through the system and identifying the projects that they'll be working on. So
I just have one quick question. Of those 11, will you have more in the legal department? I am sure there are a lot of things they would need to do.
Yeah, I think we've the answer is no. I think we have 1 intern this year, and so she's going to be really, really busy though. So so we do welcome them, but we'll look to try to expand it next year. I know we had 2 last year. This year is just 1. Okay.
One other comment. I don't know if you're finished yet, but I just wanted to say, after being on this board for so long, because I didn't want to wait for good of the order, all I can say is that I just see so much positive movement, and thanks to you, Santos. We didn't have these internships before, then we started them, then we stopped. But not only that, we have had like a rush of the training programs to assist our benefits and retire, and especially retiree health care. As a longtime board member, I'm really pleased to see this. So I thank you for that.
Yeah, well, thank you for those kind words. And I give my staff all of the credit in making sure that these programs get implemented. They've done a lot of really hard work. I do appreciate the trustees' patience, because it has taken us, at least I've been here for 4.5 years. It's something that I wanted to do immediately, but the events sort of overcame us slightly. But I'm happy to see that the programs are off and running, and we've taken a page from the investment division that have done a good job of bringing people on board in internship roles. So, and then of course last year we had the legal division that started their internship program again, and so now it's time for the operations folks to step up and have an internship program also. They're important programs, and I know that because I have 2 girls that just recently graduated from college, and the internship programs that they're going through now actually are going to be hopefully very beneficial in the long run. So with that, that is my report. Be more than happy to stand for questions if the chair would like it.
Any questions? Thank you, Santos. Nice report, and nice to meet those interns.
Great.
Oh, at this time, we got the disability retirement application on the consent calendar. So we'll start with safety. First page, 375E through 400E. Wait a second, there might be one more page. Just one second.
You're correct. So just a 400.
Yeah, I think it is through 400E, yeah. Okay, we have a motion, please. Second?
Second.
All right. And can we vote?
Mr. Green?
Aye.
Mr. Razzo?
Aye.
Mr. Robbins?
Aye.
Mr. Rue?
Yes.
Mr. Moore?
Aye.
Mr. Sanchez?
Aye.
Ms. Gray? Mr. Oakham?
Aye.
The motion passes unanimously by all trustees present.
So we'll go to the third page, safety, fire and lifeguards, 1827B through 1842B. Can I have a motion, please?
Motion approved.
Okay, I'll second it. Okay.
Mr. Green?
Aye.
Mr. Razzo?
Aye.
Mr. Robbins? Mr. Robbins?
Aye.
Mr. Rue?
Yes.
Mr. Moore?
Aye.
Ms. Gray? Mr. Sanchez? Mr. Oakham?
Aye.
The motion passes unanimously by all trustees present.
And now we'll go to general members, which is 2758C through 2771C. May I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Got a second? Voting, please.
Mr. Green?
Aye.
Mr. Razzo?
Aye.
Mr. Robbins?
Aye.
Mr. Rue?
Yes.
Mr. Moore?
Aye.
Ms. Gray?
Aye.
Mr. Sanchez?
Aye.
Mr. Oakham?
Aye.
The motion passes unanimously by all trustees present.
Okay, now we have consent items A. Let's see if it goes further. No, A through G. Are there any questions about any of these consent items? Can I have a motion to approve these, please?
So moved.
Second?
Okay, Mr. Robbins seconded. Mr. Green?
Aye.
Mr. Razzo?
Aye.
Mr. Robbins?
Aye.
Mr. Rue?
Yes.
Mr. Moore?
Aye.
Ms. Gray?
Aye.
Mr. Sanchez?
Aye.
Mr. Oakham?
Aye.
The motion passes unanimously by all trustees present.
Okay, thank you. Now we have the non-consent items. And we have budget. Laura, can you going to give us a report on that?
Good morning, trustees and Chair Oakham. I appreciate the opportunity to address you before. Ricky Contreras is going to lead this presentation. We're not really doing a presentation. We're going to stand for questions, if that's okay. Mr. Oakham and trustees, we presented a lengthy presentation to the JOG-C last month. There was a great engagement among trustees, which we very much appreciated. We added a couple of slides to our materials to address questions. But at this point, we have representatives from all of the divisions available to answer any questions that Ricky or myself may not be able to answer. So any questions or concerns that any trustees have at this time?
Not at this time. But Ricky, do you have anything to add to that?
No, I do not.
Okay. Then we'll go to B.
We'll need an approval.
We would need a motion to
We need a
approve,
motion.
sir.
Sorry. We have a motion, please?
So moved.
Second, okay.
Mr. Green?
Aye.
Mr. Razzo?
Aye.
Mr. Robbins?
Aye.
Mr. Rue?
Yes.
Mr. Moore?
Aye.
Ms. Gray?
Aye.
Mr. Sanchez?
Aye.
Mr. Oakham?
Aye.
The motion passes unanimously by all trustees present.
Very much.
Jean Kim is going to give us an analysis under Searle and PEPRA for new pay items.
Okay, and we can take a motion and she'll be present for any questions.
Huh?
We can take a motion and she'll.
Oh, we do need a motion, okay. Thank you. We need a motion on this item. We got a second? Okay.
Okay. Mr. Green?
Aye.
Mr. Razzo?
Aye.
Mr. Robbins?
Aye.
Mr. Rue?
Yes.
Mr. Moore?
Aye.
Ms. Gray?
Aye.
Mr. Sanchez?
Aye.
Mr. Oakham?
Aye.
The motion passes unanimously by all trustees present.
Okay. Now we have pre-designation of retirement option by active members.
Mr. Chair, I have a comment on sub-item B before we move on, if I may.
Sure.
I'm just, getting through it. I appreciate the attachments. I just, unless I'm reading it wrong, I understand the separation between the post 13 and whatnot, but I didn't see a list of pensionable item codes. Unless I missed it, I'm trying to, it says what's excluded.
Yes.
Turn this on.
Is that, did I miss it in the document?
I think it's an attachment A.
Attachment A, okay, I've been, yeah, I wasn't clear on how to get through the document. I mean, I understand, we're only changing one code, but, all right.
It's an attachment A.
Okay, thank you very much,
Yeah.
appreciate it.
No, this one.
Let me just look. So,
Yeah.
attachment A is not, it's, that's right. I apologize. I was looking for a clear pensionable items under 37 Act, for legacy, excluded items. And then same thing for PEPRA post 13, pensionable, non-pensionable. As far as just to read the document,
Yes.
that would have, I wasn't clear on this. I was swimming around it a little bit.
I apologize that. it's
No
not-
apology needed. I'd say it's probably user error, but, for the sake of my own education and clarity, I understand that we were just dealing with one pay
item.
code, yeah.
Yeah.
But, it's good to look at it every time, I suppose.
So,
You're looking for a comprehensive list of
Well,
pay
just,
codes?
I would ask if it's feasible, not to burden staff, but when we add or take away any pensionability in any capacity, that we probably include moving forward the list of pinchable items for legacy, the non-pinchable items excluded, and same thing for SERL.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm sorry. There is a comprehensive list on LACERA.com for both.
Right.
But if you're asking us to just list all of them in the memo, is that?
Yeah, that would be, so like when we're reviewing.
'Cause that would be several pages. And if we did that, just for clarity purposes, how much information would you be looking for? Would it be the pay code item and the description of what the pay code is?
I think what he's looking for is what's in and what's out.
Yeah, I mean, I know the transit, this one's real simple. I don't mean to belabor this too much, but this one's real easy. We got one thing we're dealing with, but occasionally we have, contractual ads that come in and, kind of like the complete red line document, like what's in, what's out, the list for the.
Yeah,
sake
you're
of
looking for
board.
the entire list.
Yes, sir. For the sake of the board's education and when there's a correspondence of this nature, I guess is what I'm getting.
Yeah, we can certainly add that in. We'll do that in future.
Yeah, and it's not, and I appreciate, getting it together. That would just be my ask.
But there is a comprehensive list of items that are being excluded under attachment B.
Yeah, right. And for each area in the labor in SERL,
Yeah.
the 7,000 versus the 3,400 or whatever. But I'm saying that the whole thing, what is included too.
Oh, you wanted the list of what's
Yeah,
included as well. Okay.
It's good to look at. I call it a quirk, I guess. I don't know.
No, it's fine.
Yeah, we can include that.
I like numbers.
May I
Not that.
question, would it be easier for staff, and I don't know, my fellow board members, if you want all of that? Because I remember when we did have those long lists of the items and I remember Fern used to give us these long lists of what was compensation earnable, what was not, and the changes. It looked like a lot of work for staff. So if you have, I would suggest for staff and for Mr. Green, if it exists, if there is a list that exists, email it offline to you personally so that, we don't have to go through all of that in preparation for our materials and understanding for our meetings.
I absolutely appreciate it, Ms. Gray. Like I said, that would be, I would love that if I could get that, and I could go, the complete list is on LACERA.com, right? So I could do.
It is.
Okay.
And once this determination is made, this gets added to that list on LACERA.com. So right now, if you were to go there, you would see if it's a new pay code, you wouldn't see it yet. And if it's an old pay code that's changed, you would see the old version. But as soon as, this motion is over and accepted, communication teams updates the list so that it's, it's.
And I understand about being succinct and burdening.
No, I just meant, because you're probably like Mr. Oakham and I, we want a hard copy in our hand. So perhaps you could just email it to you personally, if possible.
We can do that.
Does that answer your question, Jason?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Kim, I appreciate that. Oh, we're going to reports, and A is going to be moved to July. Thank you, Bonnie. I should just leave it on. And then the other B through F, are there any questions on these reports? Anybody have any questions? If you don't, we can move to staff review.
Trustee Green requested a list of comprehensive list of comprehensive list of the pensionable items as it relates to non-consent item 10B, which we will send following the meeting.
Okay, thank you. Any items for future agendas?
No items.
Okay, except we're moving that one item to July. All right, why don't we take a, what about a 10-minute break?
Sure, would you like to do good of the order?
Well, do we want to do good of the order now, or do you want to do it after? Let's do good of the order now. Jason?
Yeah, getting into summer months, glad to be here. You know, start Pride Month, and yeah, hopefully for the second half of the year, coming up the fiscal year, hopefully the second half of the year has been fruitful and I would say smooth as the first half, and looking forward to it. So, thank you.
Let's hope for no fires. Okay, Nancy?
This is my 6th meeting here now, so I've learned so much. The offsite meeting was so beneficial. I learned so much, a lot of information. I had to go back and look over things, and I'm glad we recorded it as well. I did submit the survey, Bonnie, so Bonnie's so great about following up with that, and I appreciate that. But I mean, I have more questions as well. I mean, I'm interested in learning more about the training that the new hires receive as well, because I'm very, very unfamiliar with the whole LACERA. I mean, I'm very new to it entirely. So I want to know from the basics, you know, from what we handle in the board as well. So I'll probably talk to a few people, you know, on one-on-one, but I'm very honored to be part of this board, and I hope to be beneficial in the next 6 months and to complete my first year here. And I thank everyone for helping me through these last 6 months, and I'm proud to be a member. Thank you.
JP?
Just want to thank staff for the work they put into the offsite. I know it's an awful lot of work to put those things together, and it was really an excellent time. A lot of good education was pushed out to everybody, so thank you for all of your efforts on that.
David?
I echo the other trustees in the retreat. Thank you for all the hard work. It was great. I know it was long, but I thought it was a little too short. Some of the sessions, I think we were just scratching the surface, but we had to move on. I really appreciate the health presentation, because I remember when the health insurance part, when it first started, I was completely baffled. But after we got into the discussion, we were able to break it down and understand it. Well, at least I understood it that day. So it might take a couple of more attempts. Being on the service side, on the providing end, you know, it's good to see the back end on this side. And also, I look forward to future trainings as well. You know, like I said, I think part of it was a lot of the BOI members came as well. I'm on both boards, but a lot of the BOI members came, and I think they were more learning than we were. Some of the new BOR members. So, but I think it's great that we had the training. Do we have it every year or every other year?
Every year.
Okay, well, I look forward to next year's. But I will be probably coming to staff and getting some individual briefings as well. And I also want to say Happy Pride Month. And I just realized last month was goodbye to Asian Heritage Month, as well as Jewish Heritage Month as well.
I didn't realize last month was Jewish Heritage Month. Yeah. Vivian?
Thank you so much. Once again, I thank staff and Santos for all of the hard work that you've done, both with respect to the offsite, but also for today's meeting. There was a lot in those reports that was done, and of course, because we didn't have such a big calendar for our non-consent cases for SCD, I took the time, like I don't have a life, but I do. I actually read through all of those reports. And I want to personally thank Mr. Boyd for the pre-designation retirement options that our members can make, just in case something happens and they are granted an SCD or something else happens. I mean, I think this is just, it was great. And it was good to read your memo. Also, I'd like to once again welcome Ms. Drazin. And it's funny because you said you've been on for about 6 months, and I'm looking at, you know, winding down my term, and this is like the middle of my 6 months. And you're probably in the same position I am. You're still learning, even though this is the last 6 months of my particular term. I'm still learning so much, and I appreciate all of you staff for teaching us, not retirees. I'm looking forward. That's what I want to be. But us trustees for all the information you give us to help guide you and this particular fund to be one of the best. So thank you. Thank you all.
Antonio?
Similar comments. Thank you for the offsite meeting. Always very enlightening. Thank you for introducing the interns. It just makes me reflect on my experience. I had an internship in Washington, D.C. in 2000, July of 2000. And I was one of the only few paid interns at the time. And I remember talking to the other interns, and it was like, what? You're getting paid? But it's fabulous, of course, to see that being more of the norm because it's necessary. Happy Pride Month. My union is sponsoring the big parade on Sunday. I won't be able to go, but we're out of town. But happy Pride Month. And to all the parents that are going to manage their summer activities, summer for us starts tomorrow because today is the last day of school. Good luck. We have a lot of driving and activities. So I'm hoping everybody has a great summer. So thank you.
Yeah, David?
Oh, I forgot to add one more thing. I was so impressed with the retreat that, I'm with LACERS right now, and I was telling some of the executive staff, I want to come back to LACERA. So I'm really impressed with all the work that you guys put into it and how strong our pension is.
Thank you, David.
Now you know what LACER should do.
Mr. Moore?
Okay, I too really enjoyed participating in the retreat. It was very engaging presentations, especially the one about Alzheimer's and other health care issues and things that we can do right now to make sure we're prepared to get old, because we're all going to get there. And the Social Security question was very interesting. And one thing that occurred to me is years and years ago, I used to do income taxes as a part-time gig. You know how everybody has these part-time gigs now. I've been having those all my life. And between the military and my private sector work and my part-time gigs, I qualified for Social Security A and B, and did the same thing with my wife, who's also a public sector worker for a very long time, going all the way back to internships, part-time jobs. That qualifying for Social Security that gets you automatically qualified for A, and then you get B, it's saving us $5,000 a year in expenses because we qualify for Social Security. So I think when we're talking to our employees about planning for retirement, and we start very early in their careers, there's advice we could be giving them about how to do that over the long term, because they have a lot of time to qualify. And that's important. So all of those issues came out. So it was very engaging. I'll be glad to get to the next one because we can get more in depth and more issues. And I was also glad to see that the intern program is up and running. It's been something I've been interested in for a very long time, making sure that everybody gets an opportunity to see what we do, building up kids who might be interested in working for us one day and who understand the importance of their role being here. So thank the staff for all of that work that they've done.
Thank you, Wayne. Mr. Robbins?
Thank you. I just wanted to thank staff for the offsite. I think it was a productive 2 days. And I agree with Mr. Moore, that discussion at the end of day 2 was was very interesting, and it was engaging and very informative. So everybody did a good job, and hopefully I'll be at the next board meeting in person, not looking at the screen of the laptop.
Mr. Santos?
Yes.
I should say Santos, excuse me.
You can call me anything you'd like. First, I really appreciate the trustees recognizing my staff. They do work awfully hard. And, you know, every day they come to work and do their best. So, but I do want to recognize one group of my staff. I did want to recognize Laura Guglielmo, Enrique Contreras, and our budget staff. They did a phenomenal job this year with a brand new budget system. It was a very collaborative effort, and I wanted to make sure that I recognize them for all of their hard work, because putting a budget together for an organization this size is not an easy task, and making sure that all the requests that come in are vetted properly, and we make the recommendations to you all. And so we appreciate the trust that you put into us, making sure that we're using our resources properly. And I just wanted to say thank you to Laura and to Ricky and your staff for putting a very good budget together for us and moving forward. And that's all I really have to say. Thank you.
Okay, does JJ or Steve or Louis, do you have anything? Anybody out there? Okay, I would like to apologize to you for not being there. I think it's my 10th or 11th year as a trustee, and I've never missed that. It's a little tough when you got a wedding coming up in 2 weeks, and you got people at the beach in Laguna coming back, and you got a birthday, and you got to take everybody out. One thing about a birthday, you know, Grandpa pays for it. But it was a wonderful day and a wonderful dinner, and I will be talking to many people about some of the things that I've heard here today, because I think I know the Social Security pretty well. I've been through that, and Wayne, you're absolutely right. A and B and the supplementary, you can't beat it. You know, we have it. We've had it for a long time, and boy, is that a great program. I'd like to thank the staff, even though I didn't see it, because it just sounds like I know the kind of job you do. And you know something? She made this job pretty easy today. You got to sit next to Bonnie, and everything works out well. She makes it very easy for all of us. So I'd like to thank you, Bonnie. I think we're going to take a 10-minute break before we go into executive session. So we'll be back at, 10:10? Okay, thank you.
Recording stopped.
Great.